Hello. So today we are going to begin to work on creating my friend Roy G. Biv. And this is a portrait or a picture of Roy. And we're going to add a name tag at the bottom that explains how Roy's name tells us the order the colors are of the rainbow. And we're going to create Roy out of paper and glue and using our scissors. So today we're going to start practicing tracing with a pencil, tracing a circle shape. We're going to practice using our scissors safely and carefully cutting out our circles. And then we're going to practice using glue by gluing our eyes and our ears and the hair on for Roy. So the way that we start out Roy is we start with a piece of paper for his face. And everybody will probably get a different color of paper for the face, and that's okay. Everybody's different colors, so we're going to make Roy lots of different colors. So you're going to start with this paper and a circle. You're going to put the circle down on your paper and use your pencil to trace around it. Whenever you're tracing something, you want to keep your pencil straight up and down. If you hold your pencil like you're writing, it slips underneath the pattern. So you want to keep your pencil straight up and down. Trace around the circle all the way, and then I want you to cut it out, and you're going to use the small scissors. You're going to carefully cut out. I want you to stay right on the line when you're cutting. Remember when we first started using our scissors and we wanted to pass our scissor license test, we had to cut right on the line. So this is a circle that we're cutting, and we need to cut right on the line so that when we finish it still looks like a circle after we get it cut out. So there's Roy's head. You're going to write your name right in the middle of Roy's head and the letter of the day you have art. So you might have art on A day, you might have art on B day, you might have art on C day. And now we're going to use these scraps to cut out ears for Roy. I'm going to give you a smaller circle. You're going to have to find a place where the circle will fit onto the paper, and then you're going to trace around this circle. So if I put the circle here, it doesn't fit. It sticks up off. So you've got to make sure it fits and it's got paper all the way around for you to trace on. Then you're going to cut these two circles out very carefully. Turn your paper, cut right on the line. And then you're going to glue these onto Roy's head. You're going to glue them on the same side as your name. And you're just going to put a dot of glue on opposite sides of his head. And when you glue the ears on, the ears are going to stick off the side. So you're not going to glue the circle on to the paper where you can't see it. You want the side of the circle to stick out for his ears. So they're going to stick out both sides. Now you're ready to do Roy's eyes. You're going to start with a small white piece of paper. And I'm going to show you a trick. Just now I had you trace the circle 2 times and cut it out twice. Now I have a new trick for you. I'm going to give you one circle and one piece of paper. And the first thing I want you to do is fold the paper in half. And instead of you tracing this circle 2 times, you're going to place it on the white and you're going to trace around it once. But keep your paper folded. That's an important part. And now we're going to keep the paper folded. I'm not going to open it up. So I'm going to leave it folded, hold it closed, and I'm going to cut this folded paper. So I traced one circle and I'm cutting one circle, but look at what happens with a folded piece of paper. I get 2 circles. So it saves a lot of time if you fold your paper. So now I'm ready to glue the eyes on. Do I want to glue the eyes over the top of my name? No way. So I got to flip Roy over. I'm going to put a dot of glue on each of his eyes, and I'm going to glue those to the middle of his face. Then I'm going to do the same thing with the black, but this time I'm going to get a smaller circle. So this was my white circle, this is going to be my black circle, so it's smaller. I take the black paper and I do it all over again, what I just did with the big white circles. I fold my black paper in half, set the circle down, trace around it very carefully. A great thing about black paper is you can see your pencil line on it. You're going to leave your paper folded, don't open it up, and turn and cut your one circle out so that you end up with 2 circles. Saves you a lot of time. Put a dot of glue in each of the white circles and then glue your black circles on. All right, so there's Roy's eyes. Then I want you to use a brown crayon to add his nose, which is a short little letter U or a short curved line. Then you're going to do a big smile, a big curved line. And then we're going to do 2 hills over his eyes for his eyebrows. And these are curved lines too. So you get to practice drawing a lot of curved lines. Okay, so Roy's head is finished, but now we need to do his hair. So remember how Roy teaches us the order of the rainbow. So we need to do his hair in a certain order. So we're going to flip it over and look at your name. And where the end of your name is, that's the side where you're going to start with Roy. And the first letter in Roy's name is the letter R. What color starts with the letter R? Red. Red starts with the letter R. So you're going to get a red strip. You're going to cut that red strip in half, and you're going to put a line of glue right on the side of Roy's head. You don't need to go all the way across because we won't get all the way across today probably. And you're going to glue the 2 red strips on right next to each other. Have them touch and overlap so you have enough room for all of your colors. Now, the next letter in Roy's name is O. What color starts with the letter O? Orange. Orange starts with the letter O. So now I'm going to get orange, cut it in half, and glue those 2. I make sure the first orange touches and overlaps the red. Glue the next orange on. The next letter in Roy's name is the letter Y. What color starts with the letter Y? Yellow. Yellow starts with the letter Y. So I'm going to get a yellow strip. I'm going to cut that yellow strip in half. And I'm going to glue it on, overlapping the orange a little bit. All right. Now, the next letter in Roy's name, we just spelled Roy, R-O-Y. Now, his middle initial is G. What letter starts with the letter G? Green. Green starts with the letter G. So I'm going to take my green strip, I'm going to cut it in half. It's going to overlap my yellow strip a little bit and glue it on. Now when you get to green, you're about halfway through the rainbow. You need to make sure green is near the top of Roy's head. If the green is way over here, you're not going to have room for all your other colors. So you need to make sure that you're spacing these, putting these close together. I know that you sometimes don't want to. Alright, so the next letter in Roy's name starts with the B. Biv. Roy G. Biv. What color starts with the letter B? Blue. Blue starts with the letter B. So be careful not to grab this color. This color a lot of people think is blue. It looks like a dark blue, but this is not blue. This is the blue you want to grab. You're going to cut that in half. Glue that on right next to the green, overlapping and touching. The next letter in Roy's name is an I, and that stands for indigo. Indigo is like a dark blue. So you're going to get the dark blue strip, the indigo strip, and you're going to glue those on. And then Biv. Biv ends with the letter V. What color starts with the letter V? Violet. Violet starts with the letter V. And I know some of you are saying purple, but purple starts with the letter P, not B. But purple and violet are the same color. So purple is the correct answer, except for it doesn't start with the letter V. Violet starts with V, and that's what matches Roy's name. All right, so here is Roy's hair all glued on. So now you're ready to glue him onto big white paper. So you're going to set him aside just a little bit. Try not to bump him so his hair starts falling off because it's still wet with glue. It'll start moving around on you. When you get your big white paper, you're going to write your name. The letter you have art, day A, day B, day C, flip it over. And then you're going to put a big circle on the back of Roy's head. So I have not flipped Roy over and taken a peek at what he looks like yet. I've kept him face down. Put a big circle glue on the back of him, and now you're going to carefully pick him up. Try not to drop any of his hairs, have any of his hair fall off. And you're going to glue this to the middle of your white paper. Now it's okay if Roy's hair sticks off the sides of the white paper, that's okay. That looks great. And the very last thing you need to do is glue on Roy's name tag. his name tag is going to help you remember what his name is and the order of the colors in the rainbow. And if you can fit the whole name tag on the bottom like this, and then put a big frame of glue on the back and glue it down. If it needs to hang off the paper, then just put a line of glue across the top and glue it down. But I think I can fit the whole thing on the bottom here, so I'm going to glue it right here. And now your friend Roy is ready to dry, and then you get to take him home and show your parents what you made and show your parents how you know the correct order of the rainbow and what each letter of Roy's name, what color each letter stands for.